Okay, right now we're going to take a tour of this very beautiful traditional Japanese home. We're going to start here in the entranceway. This is called a genkan, and like every good Japanese home, the first thing you want to do is take off your shoes. Cool. So obviously this was built by a very rich family, and maybe that's where they kept their money. And you can see this is a Japanese style room with the tatami floors and paper screen doors. And over here we can see some really beautiful sliding doors. I wonder if these are original. Maybe. Now the hallways in Japanese homes, they're usually on the outside of the house. And this hallway here opens up to a very beautiful Japanese garden. And as you can see with these sliding doors here, if you were, let's say, staying in this room, you could just slide open the doors and this would be your view, a view of the beautiful garden. Here's another view of the garden. So like I said, this house is called the Asakura home, and it was built in 1919. You will not find many traditional Japanese homes, especially of this size, around Tokyo anymore. Mainly there was a big earthquake in the 1920s that destroyed a lot of Tokyo. And then of course there was World War II. So there's very few properties like this that still remain. Oh, here we have an indoor garden. I call it indoor because, as you can see, it's surrounded by the house. And this garden has a little pond in it. This room back here is that we can't go into. The wood on the floor there, that opens up to a fire pit. And this is probably the room that they use to have some tea ceremonies. And you can't see it from here, or you can't see the inside. This is as far as I can get, but that's the entrance to a big storeroom. That's where they kept all their treasures. That room is called the kura, or dozo, and it's used because Japanese homes were made out of wood, and every time there was a fire you'd lose all your valuables, but in that room you could keep, you could store your family treasures, and in case of fire they wouldn't be destroyed. So there you go, that's the quick tour of this very beautiful Japanese home, and I hope you have a chance to make it someday.